Hello and welcome to Millis Community Media's coverage of Millis Mohawk Varsity basketball. I'm Paul Layton alongside Thomas LaPrade. Thomas, easy for me to say. I'm off to a rough start, but I promise to smooth it out. Mohawks will take on the Holliston Panthers tonight. Tri-Valley League action for you. For the Panthers, it's been a rough start to their season. They're 0-5. Meanwhile, the Mohawks come in 5-2, and they're riding their third annual holiday tournament win. Captured a couple victories during the winter break. Playing some good basketball. Winners of 3 of their last 4 regular season games. They'll look to keep that going. As always, Tri-Valley League games, I expect highly contested, at least early. Holliston will come out, try to make some noise early, make it a contest. For you Mohawks, I see Lucy Miller, Gabby Airline, Sydney O'Toole, Caroline O'Connors, and Lamar make up your starting 5 tonight. They're huddled in the middle of the floor. Holliston breaking their circle. Referees are certainly ready to go. Caroline Connors takes her spot alongside the Big M in the middle of the Mohawk court. Holliston sends their crew out. I think we'll see the enthusiasm pick up here a little bit, Thomas. Quiet gymnasium. I'll stop talking for a moment. Here we go. Connors wins the tip, gets it to Lucy Miller. We are underway. Caroline gets the offense spread out. Ella has some room. She shoots it. And the 3 is good. Nice choice there by Lamar to get the Mohawks off and running with the 3. Whitten Grace, the captain for this Holliston team, dribbled it up. Rebound, offensive rebound, nice job, can't complete it. Connors gets the other way. Long outlet pass to Mar. Back to Caroline, pump fake downhill to the hole, up and in. Nice job there by Caroline. Took what the defense left a wide open lane down the middle. Did not mess around with that. So Whitten will give this up, circulate down, gets in the open, off the glass. No touch, couldn't finish it. Nice move there by the senior captain of Holliston. Caroline once again with the ball in her hand at the logo, surveys, gives it up to Sydney. Sydney using that pivot foot. Very nice. Caroline squares her shoulders, still has a dribble, doesn't take it. Lucy Will, left-handed dribble to Connors. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They set the screen for Connors. She gets downhill to the hole, off the glass, doesn't fall. Shot clock did not reset as it did not catch the rim. So we're going to get a 4-second shot clock violation on the Mohawks. And we're going to get a timeout here. 6:22 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be right back. And we have our first buzzer getting ready to resume action here. Kind of an early timeout by the Holliston coach, I suspect. Thomas, she's thinking about maybe some open lanes down the middle. They can't continue to give Caroline room to run inside. They're going to have to meet her at the top, try to force her to give the ball up. So perhaps that's what they were talking about. Can't know for sure, but she sends her troops back out there. Gabby Airline at the logo, ready for the ball carrier. Grace gives it up, deflected inside. O'Toole with a nice defense. Lucy Miller pushes the other way. Mohawks in transition. O'Toole collects it, pass a bit off target, but gets it underneath the Connors. Bounced out of bounds. Mohawks will keep possession. Caroline blocked inside. Nice defense by number 25. That's Campbell Harris. Oh, nice pass inside. Won't fall, but Connors will go line for 2. Short on the second, so Caroline can't convert either. Sends Holliston in transition. Panthers struggle with the dribble once again. Miller takes it away quickly to Connors. dribbles down. She'll give it up to Airline inside the three. In and out. Connors with the rebound off the glass and in. Nice rebound position there by Caroline. Cleans up the offensive rebound. They trap Grace. She'll shoot it across. Get it back to the senior captain. And the shot back rim collected. Collected by Grace once again. That'll be dribbled out of bounds. Whitten Grace, number 3, and I probably should apologize now. I'm going to get those names backwards at some point, but senior captain playing well early for the Panthers. Still looking for their first field goal of the night. They get a nice down low pass. It's blocked up front by Marr, who collects the rebound. Marr brings it the other way. Ellis steps in. Miller thinks about a jumper on its way long. Connors can't get to it out of bounds. Red ball. So Airline forces the issue. Grace will give up the ball. Traveling violation. A couple steps before the shot. So Sophia Lynch guilty of the infraction. Give the Mohawks the possession. Connors dribbles. A little bit of room. She'll head down into the corner. Marr with it. Nice cycling the ball. Hairline gives it up to Lucy. Lucy down low to Sydney. Thinks about kicking it out. Hairline to Connors. The shot clock gone. Connors looking for some penetration. Nice defensive adjustment there. Shot clock down to about 5. Team counting it off. Connors going to take the 3. He's going to be short. Catches the rim, though. Miller with the rebound. She goes back up and in. So Connors just catches the rim. And Lucy Miller able to clean it up and put the field goal in. Give the Mohawks the 9-0 lead here. Halfway through. Another takeaway by the Mohawks. Marr goes the other way. Goes to the left hand. Gives it back to Miller. Nice extra pass to Hairline. She lays it up and in. So Airline on the scoreboard. Oh, nice defense. Intercept that pass. Almost gets another one. Active hands and feet by Lucy Miller. Panthers pump fake, dribble inside, and put it away. Nice play there by Lindsay O'Connell. Give the Panthers their first field goal. Trailing this one 11-2. Lucy surveys. Sydney from just outside the free throw line. Give it to Marr. Marr's going to take the 3, make the 3. And with that, Coach Fallon will take a timeout. 3:30 remaining in the first quarter. Mohawks lead 14-2. We'll be right back. We have our first buzzer getting ready to resume action here. Paul Aiden Thomas LaPrade bringing the action from the Andy Marac Gymnasium on the campus of Millis High School. Mohawks, nice lead here early, 14-2. We're going to see some substitutions, I think, on both sides as we come out of this timeout. As always, we want to thank you for watching Millis Community Media, whether you're tuning in via our YouTube channel, on social media, or on the Millis channel. We thank you for watching. As always, we appreciate likes, follows, subscriptions, and comments. Really help us out, so thank you for that. We are back underway here. I see Hairline with Lucy. Molly Rand into the game. LMR, and I think that's Julia Gian Gregorio as we get the pass out of bounds, and that is Julia. Make up your 5. Julia will bring it up court. Freshman guard dribbles, looks for some room, penetrates, gives it up. Miller with the step back, and it falls. The Andy Marac hometown bounce there. Julia gets the dime. On the play, they trap nicely. Molly punches it out of there, and Ella came up with it. Julia cut the hand off. Molly dribbles, stops. Julia cycles Rand for 3, off target, collected by Grace. She'll head the other way. Grace will give it up. Couple dribble, step, floater, good. Nice shot there, number 33, Sophia Lynch. The mini layup from about 8 feet. Lamar for three. She's 3 for 3. Splash for Ella. Grace working through the trap, gets it down low, off the glass and in. Couple back-to-back points there for the Panthers. Julia Galapo on that. Mohawks miss on that. They send it the other way in transition. Looking for some room, cuts through, left-handed, up and in. Terrific basket there. Sophia Lynch again. Cutting into this lead, 19-8. Mar fakes, drives along the baseline, up, front rim. Controlled by the Panthers, they kick it out. Head the other way. Mohawks had some numbers. They do block that layup attempt. Lynch did get right to the glass. Oh, the rebound. Left hand too strong. Mohawks head back the other way. And Julia goes with the ball. The Panther steps in front of it. And Julia going to be guilty of the foul. O'Toole and Peyton Barber going to check into the game as Ella will head off, Molly will head off. Molly Rand, 23 for your Mohawks. Minute 17 remain here in the first. Grace gives that up. See Grace looking for some dribble room, does get down low, kicks it out. Inside the 3, off target. Ball bounces around, and we are going to get a traveling violation. So Julia Galapo tried to stand up once she went down to her knees. She really needed to just kind of give that up. So Caroline brings it up court. Julia kicks it down to Peyton. Peyton tests the baseline, not there. To Sydney at the free throw line. Gian Gregorio for 3, back rim. Collected by Miller. Miller and Sydney play catch underneath. Connors fouled to the line. She'll go for 2. And Caroline good on the first. The Mohawks to 20. Lucy Miller heads off. Macy Ingram makes her first appearance of the game. Macy will meet the ball carrier. Top of the key. Oh, outside of bounds, and they're going to say Julia pushed it out of bounds. 27 seconds on the shot clock, 28 on the game clock. Holliston looking to work a good shot. They instead turn it over. O'Toole comes away with it. Now Connors will set up what could be the last shot of the quarter for the Mohawks. Little dribble, kickback, Ingram, Julia, front rims the 3. Holliston has it. We're gonna get a traveling violation with a half a second left. Shot is off and just wide. So the first quarter will come to an end with your Mohawks 21 and the Holliston Panthers 8. Take a brief timeout. We'll be back for quarter number 2. And we have our first buzzer getting ready to resume action here. Paul Ayton, Thomas LaPrade bringing you tonight's action between the Holliston Panthers and the Millis Mohawks. Here at Millis High School. Lynch dribbles across, mix it up here a little bit. Grace off the floor. So we'll see if Lynch is going to be the ball carrier for Holliston. 12 with the shot, front rim. Good looking shot. She collects her own rebound. Goes to the left hand, kicks it off. Lynch for 3. Front rims at Connors, comes away with the rebound. Off she goes. A good hustle back on D by the Panthers. Shut down any room the Mohawks had there. Barber tries to get it inside, deflected away. And Holliston comes the other way. And Lynch with a pretty nice handle. Right hand dribbles. Too strong. Nice looking layup attempt. Connors will slow things down. Ingram to Rand. Cycles it back around. Barber, one dribble, throws it back to Connors. Cuts underneath, nice cut, can't collect the pass. Pass was firm, but on target. Holliston, a little momentum here. Scoreboard still leaning towards the Mohawks. Holliston not really hitting shots, but playing pretty well defensively. Give it up to Ingram, backboard, can't fall. O'Toole comes out of the pack. She'll give it up to Connors. Long pass, Rand for three. Back rim, rebound. Ingram opted not to go right back up with it. And we're gonna get a jump ball here. Mohawks will keep possession of that. Lucy Miller and Ella Marr will head back in. Caroline Connors and Macy Ingram will head off. So Ella gets it underneath to Miller, lays it up and in. Nice extra move there, found some space. Lucy demonstrating her experience and knowledge down there below, underneath the rim. Worked the defense well. Shot on the way, in and out. Holliston just strung, getting good looks. Just not finishing here. Barber kicks that back out. Ellis. Mohawks continue to cycle, trying to work the open shot. Miller will stop, pop, and in and out. Barber with the rebound. Ran long, pass to Barber. Down low to Miller, she gets inside. High off the backboard, kicks off the rim. Lynch the other way. Mohawks have numbers, she'll pull back wisely. Set the offense, looking for some dribble penetration. Good D by Barber and Miller. But Holliston knocks down their first three of the contest. Cut into this lead. Mohawks lead by 12, 23-11. Marr at the top, another three. Back rims this one. O'Toole, nice job. Rebound, tips it to herself. Rand gives it up to Marr. Barber, fake, nice move inside off the glass and in. Terrific play. High beat Barber, and that'll force a timeout. 4:45 remaining in the half. Hawks up 14, 25-11. We'll be right back. And we are just about ready to resume action. Timeout tunes the police. I just can't help but wonder how many of these players actually have any idea who that song is by. It really predates many of, certainly all of these athletes. But as always, appreciate a little in between quarters, halves, and timeout entertainment. Lynch surveying, looks, got some room, three on the way, three is good. And Lynch having herself a nice first half. Gave her a little bit of room, she took advantage. Airline back into this one. Lucy gets down underneath the Connors, beautiful pass by Miller. Lucy gets her hands in front of that one. Bounced away for a moment there. Mohawks collect a nice inlet pass. Can't quite get it there. It's blocked away. Miller goes the other way. No numbers. Tries the up and under. Connors with the rebound. Another rebound. Third offensive rebound on the set for the Mohawks. They'll reset. Kicks down to Connors. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Mohawks play a little catch here. Get down low to Miller. No room. Cuts it underneath. O'Toole off the glass and in. Nice basketball by the Mohawks. Passing around, waited for the opening. Holliston doing their own version now, circulating around. Good D by the Mohawks. Force the out of bounds. Mohawks go the other way. Hairline Off the glass and in. Nice left-handed layup by Gabby Airline. She's rewarded for her defensive efforts. Connors gets her the ball. Goes to the left hand. Terrific layup. 3 on the way. 3's good. So Aria Rajapti with the 3. Mohawks looking for room. Little dribble penetrate down low to Connors on the post. She'll give it back to Miller. Dribbles around. O'Toole open underneath. Can't quite get it to roll off the right hand. Airline pressuring. Down to, and they're going to get the reach-in foul. First foul for either team in the quarter with 2:20 remaining here. So they'll inbound it. Holliston looking for some room, and Mohawks force them into the turnover, unable to inbound it. O'Toole throws it into Julia Giangregorio. Pretty close to a travel there as Mar fires the 3, halfway down and out. So Ella 3 for 5 on the night. Long, dangerous pass. Just out of the reach of Hairline. Lynch collects it. Shot off the glass. No good. Giangregorio pushes the effort. Intercepted by Mar. Out of bounds by Sydney. Probably a good thing Sydney got her hands on that. Holliston had numbers the other way. Got into this lead a little bit. Mohawks by 14, 31-17. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Nice in and out pass. Doesn't fall. Gabby comes away with it. Julia pushes the issue up court. Lucy inside to Sydney. Sydney and Ella not on the same page. Ella was headed in. Sydney wanted to go back out. Turnover by the Mohawks. Holliston circles Lynch with the ball. It's going to be pushed out of bounds. They'll hold on to the possession. Off of a Mohawk, I think it was Hairline, forcing the issue there. Lucy pressuring the ball. Lynch gets it back. Mar in her face. 3 on the way. Front rimmed. O'Toole comes away with the rebound. Miller pushes it up the floor. Kick back, and it's going to be a travel. So Julia went to stop and pop, let the feet slide about an inch. And there's the travel. Certainly the right call, right in front of us, easy to see. I might have even called that one. Holliston looking for some room. Mohawks amping up the defense. Try to get down low. Sydney contests it. Front rim rebound. Sydney, Lucy pushes it up. 40 seconds left. Hawks could try to go for 2 for 1 here. They pull it out, so they're not. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Nice pass underneath, and O'Toole lays it up and in. So shot clock off. 20 seconds. Coach Fallon urging his team to ramp up the defense here for the last minute of the half. Lynch with the shot, front rim collected by Julia. She'll dribble it up, switches to the right hand, dribbles down the middle, tries to go coast to coast. No call by the ref. Drew some contact. Ref kind of shook his head and said, "I'm not calling that." And didn't. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. They're going to heave it. Oh, gets some backboard and some rim. A little too much pace. The softball throw, no good to end the half. Mohawks lead this one 33-17. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. And we are just about ready to start second half action. I see Elamar, Gabby Airline, Caroline Connors, Lucy Miller, and Sydney O'Toole for your Mohawks retaking the floor. Holliston will inbound as they switch directions and will now head from my right to the left. Nice little inbound play there. Shoot it into the corner. They survey. Mohawks in good position defensively. First half leading scorer was Elamar with those 3 threes. She went 3 for 5 from 3. Nice rebound off the miss. They get another one. Couple offensive rebounds. That's blocked. They're going to call a foul. It's a rare animal in the second quarter. We had 1 foul, 2 in the first. So no one in foul trouble. It started to say the scores. So Elamar goes with 9. Caroline Connors with 8. And for Holliston, Sophia Lynch with 7. Makes the second, score 33-18 in favor of Mohawks. Connors tosses it across the line to Miller. Shoot it deep to Marr to close her out. Working it back to Ella, trying to create a little bit of room for her. Lucy collects it. Survey. Trying to look at Sydney in the post, couldn't get it to her. Hairline with a little bit of a juke move there. Shot clock down to 10. Connors got a little one-on-one matchup. Gets it down low to Lucy. Running out of time. Miller with the stop and pop and drops it. Nice little mini jumper from 10 feet. Mohawks using up the shot clock there. Fast-moving game. Mentioned not a lot of fouls. A little bit of pressure from the Mohawks. Panthers do eventually get it across. Not a lot of extra room, but the pass is intercepted. Connors heads the other way. Drives through the middle, and I think we're going to have offensive. Caroline pretty committed to getting to the board there. Couldn't quite get there. And I think they're going to check on the senior captain, Grace. She'll come off. But she's okay, but probably more being safe than anything. Long pass across in the backcourt. Hawks continue to press it. They do get across. They dribble it right on the backcourt line. 3 on the way. Front rim takes a friendly forward, bouncing in. Man, I'm surprised that backcourt dribble wasn't called right in front of us, right in front of the ref. Connors gets it in the post, gives it up to O'Toole. She steps through. They're going to call it for a travel. Mohawks will ease up the pressure a little bit here. Up 14, 6 remaining here in the third. Ella meets her at the logo, forces to the side. Katie Jocelyn gives it up, and Ella able to tie that up. Mohawks will take it the other way, 6 straight up here. Caroline dribbles across, gets it to Ella. Try Lucy's side of the floor. Ella flashes along the baseline, no room there. Gabby over to Ella, a little bit of room. She takes the 3 and front rims it. Nice rebound by Hairline. Takes it out to Caroline, back to Hairline. 3 on the way, front rims that. Holliston in transition. Dribbles through the center, stop and jump shot, no good. Marr dribbles the other way. Mohawks with early break, gets it off the glass, doesn't fall. Connors comes away with the rebound. She'll throw it up and in on the mini hook. $11 points of the game for Caroline. Holliston surveying. Lynch getting ready to check back in for the Panthers. Jump shot is good from Katie Jocelyn. Good looking shot there. Receives the pass high. Top shoots it high. Connors into the middle of O'Toole. Hairline thought about it. Miller will take it. In and out. Little bit of lid on the. Another foul call here. It's going to be on O'Toole. Caroline will head off, as will Caroline. Molly Rand, Julia Gian Gregorio into the game. Mohawks with a couple team fouls here. Holliston with none. Three-pointer on the way, front rim, doesn't fall. Rand tries to keep it in, can't. Holliston will keep it. Shot clock reset. Mohawks doing a good job. They are able to get it in. Pass to nowhere. Collected by the Panthers off the glass. Miller can't get to it. Another rebound attempt. This one good. So Kara Lucas able to toss that in. Mohawks trying to find some room here. Lynch right out in front of Palomar. Not going to give her a lot of room to shoot it, so Julia will take it. Front rims it, rebound. Nice position there. Once again, Kara Lucas does a nice job boxing out. Lead down to 12. Mohawks struggling to make the field goal here early. Lynch gets the pick, three on the way, front rim, gonna fall out of bounds. And Barbara will head in, Lucy Miller checks out. Mohawks in control here, but don't want to let Panthers get some momentum going. Right now they do have some. Just only want to take control of this game. Shift it over to Barbara. She moves quickly off the glass and in. Peyton Barbara with a nice left-handed dribble to the hole. Gonna pressure Lynch here a little bit. She breaks that down. Good left-handed dribble. She'll give it up in the corner. Long pass. Pressuring the ball. They take it away. Peyton Barbara with the deflection. Julia dribbles up. Panthers get back on D. Mar got some room. Decides to dribble. Give to Julia. Over to Mar. Thought they had the matchup they wanted with Mar there. Rand gets it in the middle, switches to the left hand, dribbles over and up and in. Nice dribble. Penetration by Molly Rand. Mohawks with back-to-back buckets. The lead back to 16. Three on the way. Back rim. Collected. Sydney and Luke Carey battle for it. Carey comes away with it. Throws it up, and then they get O'Toole for a foul. Not much there. Panthers make a bunch of changes. Lamar heads off as O'Toole. Payne Barbara, Caroline Connors, Molly Rand, Lucy Miller, and Julia Gian Gregorio as Connors comes away with the rebound. Off the missed free throw, they dribble up. Julia gets bumped off the spot, no foul call. Instead, they call the travel. Not sure how that works, but get into Kerr, she floats one up. Miller comes away with the rebound. In transition, looking for some numbers, gets it over to Connors, down on the baseline. Dribble to cutting Miller and in. Lucy Miller with a nice cut, the dime from Caroline Connors. And we're gonna get a timeout from the Panthers. Mohawks 43, Panthers 25. We'll take a quick minute, we'll be right back. And we've got our buzzer to resume action. Paulie and Thomas LaPrade bringing you tonight's action on Mills Community Media. Mohawks have upped their game a little bit here offensively. Kept the lead to 18, was down to 12. Panthers bring it up court. Nice inlet pass down low, blocked. And they're going to call the Mohawks for the travel. see much movement there from O'Toole, but referee makes the call. And get it down low, turnaround blocked by Connors. Miller comes away with it, nice dribble through the traffic. Lucy's gonna hand it off to Molly Rand. Julia gets it over to Barbara. Mohawks playing a little bit of small ball here. Lucy pickles down, Rand can't get to it. Out of bounds off the Mohawks. Up the turnovers here. The Mohawks. Panthers get it across the logo. Lynch gives it up. It's deflected out of bounds. Wisely not fielded by Katie Joslin of the Panthers. Peyton Barber will head off. Airline back into this one. Gabby helps pressure the ball carrier. Got her hand on it. Forced the travel. Molly will throw it into Julia in the backcourt. Ball's mishandled briefly. Lucy looking for room. Caroline underneath. Nice dime. Beautiful assist from Miller to Connors. Lays it up and in. I think the points went to the wrong team. We'll see if they get the scoreboard fixed. They get a foul. So Mohawks over the limit. Holliston has been able to avoid a foul here in the third quarter. First one on the way, no good. Mohawks by 19, good on the second. Julia will, a little pressure here at the logo, so she'll give it up to Miller. Miller to Rand. Rand, airline to Miller in the corner, three, back rims it, Rand pops it free. Connors gives it away, who's got it? Ball bouncing around, and it's gonna be a jump ball. So both teams battling it out. And that's going to go to Holliston. We'll flip the possession arrow. 11.9 seconds remain here in the third. Mohawks don't have a foul here, so want to be a little bit careful. Tipped away by Connors. Couple seconds here. Hairline heads to the hole, off the glass and in. Time will expire on the third. Mohawks lead this one by 21. 47-26. We'll be back for the final stanza of this one. We'll be right back. And we're just about ready to resume action here. Pauline Thomas LaPrade rocking out to Duran Duran during that timeout, Thomas. I don't know if you're a Duran Duran fan, but that's a pretty good one. Dance into the fire. I don't know if that's the name of it, but that's the main lyric. Mohawks cycle the ball. Carol Connors thought about getting downhill. Long pass to Ingram. And she's going to make it and call it a three. I thought her foot was on the line there. Oh, stolen by Hairline and in. Gabby Hairline with the steal. Go back and watch that one again, folks. Great play by the junior. Panthers come right back, score the bucket. Mohawks by 24, quick math in my head, 52-28. Kick it out to Connors, over to Miller. Miller looking for some room along the baseline, kicks it out to Ingram. Connors looking for some room. Ingram with the three, front rim, collected by the Mohawks. Kind of bounce into each other. Rand gets it to Miller, back to Rand. She'll dribble it out. Clock reset, Connors shoots it. Halfway down and out. Mohawks can intercept it. No. Panthers taken away, ball bouncing around. Lynch with the dribble. Nice sidearm fastball pass up and under, and somebody missed an assignment. Mohawks will So Connors is a little banged up on the play. Molly Randall head off. Cindy O'Toole, Ella Marchuk back in. Mohawks by 22, 52-30, 6:25 or so remaining in that game. Send it over to Ingram. Macy back to Ella. Ella deep. Watch was thinking about it, but she'll give it up to Miller. They go to O'Toole on the post. Nice close out by Lynch defensively. Keep Ella from pulling that back. They really don't want her shooting. Get it to Miller. Shot clock down to 8. Nice extra pass to O'Toole and in. Lucy Miller with the dishes, the dime to O'Toole. Using the clock, eating up much of it, converting the layup. Nice offense by the Mohawks. Step over the three-point line, so that'll be a 2. Mohawks pass around. Mars open. She takes it. Splash. Her 4th 3 of the game. Ella now 4 for 6 unofficially from behind the arc. Mohawks by 25 in this one. JV had a nice win earlier. I caught the end of that one. Mohawks scored 50 in that one, the young JVers. Congrats to them. Coach Fallon will take a timeout. 5:05 remaining in the game. 57-32, Mohawks by 25. We'll be right back. So we got both buzzers, but neither team. I think Panthers are going to make their way onto the floor. Mohawks are going to follow Ella Marr, Macy Ingram, Gabby Hairline, Sydney O'Toole, and Peyton Barber make up your Mohawk 5. Paul Layton, Thomas LaPrade bringing you the final 5 minutes of this one. Mohawks have led throughout. Look to complete the wire-to-wire win, improve to 6-2. Won't get ahead of ourselves here. Still got a little bit of work to do. Get it back to Marr. She's open for 3. Takes it back, rims that one right on there. Mohawks pull back. Transition for the Panthers inside the 3. Another jumper is good. Couple back-to-back shots there. Steps in front of that one. Dribbles over, gives it up. Grace off the glass, can't finish. O'Toole bounces it out of bounds, so it'll stay Panthers ball. Grace Gorham with the back-to-back jumpers and the steal. Nice, pretty good minute and a half of basketball for her. Nice job, Grace. Number 14 for the Panthers, got the ball again. Right-handed dribble, hands it off. Panthers look like they've gotten a little younger here as this game has gone on. We get some of their younger players a little bit of playing time. Lynch with some good dribbling, gives it up. Hairline goes the other way. Uses the body off the glass, goes in and out. O'Toole puts it back up. Lynch comes away with it. Mohawks got some people back. Give it up into the corner. Floater doesn't fall. Ella grabs it. Mohawks will slow it down. Gabby Airlines had a nice defensive game, couple steals, big one here earlier in the 4th on the inbound, and most recently on the last trip down the floor. Jumper doesn't fall. Peyton Barber comes away with a rebound. Julia Giangregorio slows the pace. Certainly the clock, the Mohawks' friends here. Mohawks will continue to circulate the ball. Shot clock down to 15. Barber takes the shot, short mark, takes it like a pass, flips it up and under and in. 14 points for Ella Mar. I think she was a little shocked that one fell down. She kind of got it two-handed it up and under. Nice basket for Ella. Mohawks continue to lead by 25 in this one, 59-34, 2:52 remaining. We'll take the timeout with Holliston. We'll be right back. And we are back from the timeout. No changes for your Mohawks. Holliston will inbound. Grace Whitten dribbles it up. Nice pass underneath, off the glass and in. And Kara Lucas having a nice second half here. Unofficially 8 points for Kara in the half. Molly shoots it over to Barber. Barber, O'Toole, nice in and out. Gregorio splits the needle there between the two Mohawks. They do come away with it. Shot clock down to 8. Rand with the 3, splash. Molly Rand with the 3. Pushes the Mohawks over 60, 62-36. Ball on the way, front rim. O'Toole lets it go out of bounds, and it will be Mohawk ball. Macy Ingram will check in. Tessa McGee, the freshman, into the game as well. Tessa circulating to Barber. Barber gives it up. Go down low, blocked, taken away. Juliana tried to take a kind of one dribble in and take a jump shot. Good defense by the Panthers, who are shooting pretty well. And Katie Jocelyn makes the jumper. Sorry, got caught off guard there. Timeout by the Holliston Panthers. 1:25 remaining in this one. Mohawks closing in on win number 6 of the season. And we've got our first buzzer getting ready to resume action. I want to take a minute, as always, and thank the administration for allowing us to bring you tonight's action. Superintendent Robert Mullaney, Athletic Director Derek Finney, Head Coach Dave Fallon, of course, Principal Patrick Nash, and the rest of the coaching staff. Thank you for allowing us to bring you this action tonight. Got a busy couple of weeks of basketball. If you're a Mohawk basketball fan, boys and girls, virtually every other night you'll see additional content on Millis Community Media. Be sure to check out both teams having excellent seasons. We'll enjoy bringing you that action. So Julia gets it over to Tessa, back to Julia. Circulate, back to McGee. Oh, they step in front of that. A little bit of a telegraphed pass, off the glass and in. So some of the younger players on the Mohawks getting a chance here. Molly give it up to Tessa. Sydney O'Toole from the free throw line over to Molly. Molly sets up the 3, takes it. Pow, in and out. Chased down by the Panthers. Panthers playing some of their younger players. Seen a couple of these in the JV game. So you know, these girls are on the underclassmen side of things. Front rim, McGee tries to step in front of it, can't quite get to it. Holliston collects it, little pump fake. And they're gonna get a blocking foul on Molly Rand. 30 seconds remain in this one. First foul for either team in the 4th. Referees have certainly let them play tonight, Thomas. I don't recall a game where I've seen less foul calls. And the Mohawks had 6 in the 3rd. Holliston had 0. And now Millis has 1, Holliston has 0 as we wind down. Mohawks will not have to take a shot here. So they'll dribble across the center line, likely move the ball around. Get it over to Sydney, it's deflected initially. Sydney will get it over to Macy. Macy back to Julia. And Julia will dribble this one out. So the Mohawks, nice 20-point win tonight, 62-42 over their Tri-Valley League opponent, the Holliston Panthers. Once again, Mohawks win 62-42. For Thomas LaPrade, I'm Paulie, and thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.